Oh man, I'm at the end of my holiday. Best vacation I've had in my entire life here in Rome, Italy. Going back home to Canada, waiting to get on one of these things. I'm afraid to fly a little bit, so I'm kind of nervous right now. But we are on part 8 of the Super Bass project, so kind of glad to get back to building guitars and enjoy this, and maybe I'll do a little ending video just to make sure I get back to Toronto. I'm finished with all my sealer coats. I've done all my drilling, my routering. So this body is ready to go, ready to be painted. I'm really excited to get my flame job on there. It's going to be a blue body with yellow and white flames all blending in with red pinstripe. It's a good idea when you're using this many colors to kind of think it through which color would go on first and what would make the most sense. Logically speaking, you would think of spraying it blue since the body's going to be blue, tape it up, and then do your flame job, and then come back and do the pinstripe, and clear coat is always last. And I'm actually going to do it a different way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with white, and that's going to give me a nice base coat. I'm going to paint the whole body white, and then I will tape up the flames and I'll do the blue coat, which is a light and dark mist, so it'll go from light to dark, I'll blend it. And that'll be easier to do once it's taped up and where I can see where the flames are. Once I've done that, the blue coat, unmask the flames, and then I tape up wherever it's blue, and then I come back with the white and yellow because I'm going to blend from white to yellow in the flames. And then last but not least, I'm going to go back, I'm going to tape it up again for the red pinstripe and then clear coat. This makes the most sense to me because what it'll do is it'll keep the layers more even, so I don't have too much buildup on one part of the body than the other, because when I'm doing the clear coat, I want it to be smooth, a nice transition from one layer of paint to the next. So anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get the white on here. I've been becoming a big fan of these things lately. Honestly, I used to think these things were just a joke until I tried them, and I found that these things work incredibly well. You can get all kinds of different grits. I just gave it a light sand, not too great, because this I don't want to go burn through anything up here, because that's where the flame is going to be white and then transition into yellow. What else have I done here? I designed my flames. What I did was drew them out on a piece of paper, life size, tried to get close to what I wanted. I had to make a few compromises, then just taped it, traced around it with a pencil. Have some very light lines on here, and then what I'm going to do is go around those with masking tape and get it all masked up and ready for the blue. So to do my flame job, what I'm going to need is lots of thin pieces of tape, masking tape, and you can buy it in a roll, but I'm lazy, so I'm just going to make my own. What I've got here is a piece of glass, just kind of from a pitcher or something. In this case, the thickness is not a big deal. It's just you need a straight edge and it needs to be fairly thin, and I would go with about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not measuring each one by 1/8 of an inch. So just like that, and just work your way down. So it doesn't matter where you start. I'll just start up here. So these pencil lines are just a rough outline, a rough guideline right now. I don't have to follow exactly. I mean, I want to get it as close as I can, but some curves may be a little hard to, like that one. It's a little hard to get. And then come in from the other side. it's not done yet, because if you look, there's actually a point right here. But I'm going to keep going with this and then come back to it. I mean, this will bend and twist, but there's only a certain amount. What you don't want is you don't want it folding. Just take off that pointy edge. So I'll just come in somewhere like that, and then just try to blend that in a bit. And the thing is, I don't have to work at it too much. That's actually pretty good right now. There's a little bit of a flat spot, but there's going to be a red pinstripe around this flame when I'm done. So that can compensate for it. I mean, I'll be going through the same thing then, but that's when I'll take more time at it. Alright, and then I can just continue on. When you get to some spots like here where it comes to a point, the easiest thing to do is just grab a piece of tape. And then you can just kind of eyeball it. Let's see here. That's what's great about this glass. You can't really trace it, but you can bring it up close. So it's kind of an arch. You could even draw a little pencil line just to use as an outline if you want. Alright, that should hopefully be just about right. Okay, there we go. Alright, that looks good. I'm happy with that. So the only thing really left to do is to like go over it, make sure I did everything right, make sure I'm not missing any little edge somewhere, and then I've got to fill in all this stuff, tape it up, cover it up with some paper, or no, the other way, cover this up, because the flames we want to stay white, and then this will be the blue, and then later on I'm going to have to do this all over again to do the to mist in the yellow. Alright, finally made it to Toronto, a nice 10-hour flight. Ooh, tired. Alright, yeah.